You have no idea how much it helps me if you press down that like button and checked out the links in the description if you needed this PC. So this is the best $1,500 4K gaming PC that you can get right now with no bottlenecking. We have the Ryzen 5 9600X. Now, I was a big, enemy to this CPU when it launched, but right now it goes for $200. Get yourself a really good 6-core 12-threaded CPU. Now, the biggest elephant in the room is, does it bottleneck our GPU? And actually, no, it does not, because you are gonna get a really good performance when it comes to 1440p gaming compared to something like a 9700X or a 9800X. You'll not find that performance difference whatsoever. When it's compared to something like an X3D chip, there is a performance difference, but it's not obvious when the games are actually 1440p ultra settings or these graphical intensive games. It's actually pretty much the same. Now, the GPU, and you know what it is, we're looking at the AMD RX 97 XT. Now, this GPU right now goes for around $700 to $800. It usually goes for around that price, and with that price tag, the PC will be easily for around $1,500. And actually, a surprisingly well ray tracing performance compared to Nvidia and the previous gen AMD GPU. This is the best option that you can have right now, and it's actually more than half of our budget goes into the GPU as of now. Yeah, there is not much to be said here. It used to go for $550 to $600. The things have really changed a lot when it comes to tariffs, when it comes to actually AMD themselves saying that these GPUs will never be for MSRP again. So yeah, it still is the best GPU that you can buy right now, and it's a really good complementary option compared to the CPU that we have. Now, the board, we're looking at a B850M board from Gigabyte or ASRock for around $125 to $130, and you are gonna get really good sturdy board that will actually hold you fine if you decided to go with the next gen Ryzen CPUs or even a higher end one. RAM, we're looking at 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RGB RAM, of course, because this PC should be an RGB, and you are gonna get everything that you need. And the SSD is a 1TB Gen 4 SSD from Kingston, the MV3 one. And yeah, this is one of the best SSDs that you can get right now for a budget. The case, you can go with a Lean Cool case or even an NZXT case, anything that would get the job done. It actually depends on what you like and what actually provides really good airflow and cable management. With the power supply being a 700 watt or even an 800 watt 80 plus bronze rated power supply, anything you want to go with will get the job done, because believe it or not, even though this is a 4K PC, it still is one of the best when it comes to power efficiency. Now, would you go with a 5070 Ti or a 9070 XT? Believe it or not, the difference in pricing between both GPUs on Amazon at least is not that far. We're looking at around $100 difference. So yeah, if you found the 5070 Ti for an appealing price compared to the 9070 XT, I feel like it's better to go with the 5070 Ti, because when it comes to pure rasterization performance, so yeah, this is also something to keep in mind. Now, if you want to keep it a little bit on the budget side, you have the RTX 5060 Ti, a 16 gigabyte GPU that will knock out this PC whole pricing to around $1,200. The 5060 Ti is one of my favorite GPUs right now because it provides really good value for money. It's that sweet spot when it comes to the VRAM that it has and the performance that it provides too. So I also still like it a lot. Now, if you want to increase the performance of this PC, you can also go with something like a Ryzen 7 7800X3D or a 9800X3D, because they usually go on sale, but then this PC will be so high when it comes to the money that you're paying. So yeah, that's been it. If you like the video, press on that like button. For the series with that, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.